नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय ॐ नमो नारायणाय नमो नारायणाय. Respected friends, welcome you all. Salutations, greetings, gratitudes. Shwethashwathara Upanishad Adhyanam, 4th chapter, Jiva, Bandhana and Sadhana for Moksha are indicated in the 6th and 7th shlokas. Bhashyakara has done his best to convey to us all these things. We tried to study and understand in the first round. When repeatedly that effort is put, the clear picture regarding what is said about sadhana will click to us. All demands our serious, sincere efforts. Then now, for the entire Srishti, that Paramatma alone is the Upadana Nimitta Karana. Therefore, he alone is there in and to everything. That Sarvam hi etad Brahma wala thought is being explained in the subsequent shlokas. See the limitations of the mind and intellect, how they, though are incapable of trying to understand Paramatma, try to understand and misunderstand. And then they take away us from the Paramatma. All this because we don't use them correctly and then we wrongly trust them. All these sublime things will click to us as we are at the feet of Shruti Mata, Bhagavan and Guru Parampara. We will continue that portion. Before that hour, as every day, Veda Parayanam, common sense thought, Mangalacharana Shloka with Sankalpa, then Upanishad Mantrocharana, Upanishad Adhyayana with Bhashya. This 1 hour 10 minutes is very sacred for us, in which we are trying ourselves to tune to the Lord, to the Rishis, to the Sanatana Dharma, to the Shruti Mata Guru Parampara. It's a beautiful effort it is. With whatever less maturity, innocence we are doing, yet it's a very good endeavor. Let's continue. Rigveda 7th Anuvaka we have to do from in the Ashtama Mandalam. How many mantras it has got? 36 mantras. 8th one has got 23. 30, 20, 59. So these two we can do in 8 to 10 minutes. Om Ataveda Parayanam Rigvedaha Ashtama Mandalam Saptamonuvakadarabhyam Om Prayadvastrishtu maruto vipro aksharatam Viparvateshu rajatha Yadangata Tavishiyavo Yamam Shubhra Achidhvam Niparvata ahasata Udirayanta Vayubhir Vashrasa Prushnimātaraha Dukshanta Pipyushimisham Vapanti Marutomiham Pravepayanti Parvatan Yadyamam Yanti Vayubhihi Niyadyāmayavo Girirnisindhavo Vidharvane Maheshushmaya Yemire Yushman Naktamutaye Yushman Divahavamahe Yushman Prayatyadvare Udutye Arunapsavaschitra Yame Virirate Vashra Adhishnuna Divaha Srujanti Rashmi Mojasa Pantham Surya Yayatave ते भानुभिर्वितस्थिरे इमां मे मरुतो गिरमिमं स्तोमं मृभुक्षणः इमं मे वनताहवं त्रीणि सरांसि पृश्नयो दुदुह्रे वज्रिणे मधो उत्सं कवन्धमुद्रिणं मरुतो यद्धवो दिव सुम्नायन्तो हवामहे आतून उपगन्तन यूयं हिष्टासु दानवो रुद्रारुभुक्षणोदमे उत प्रचेतसो मदे आनो रयिं मदच्युतं पुरुक्षुं विश्वधायसं यर्तामरुतो दिवः अधीव यद्गिरीणां यामं शुभ्रा अचिध्वं सुवानैर्मन्दध्व इन्दुभिः एतावतश्चिदेषां सुम्नं भिक्षेतमर्त्यः अदाभ्यस्य मन्मभिः ये द्रप्सा इव रोदसीधमन्त्यनुवृष्टिभिः उत्सं दुहन्तो अक्षितम् उदुस्वानेभिरीरथ उद्रथैरुदुवायुभिः वायुभिः उत्स्थोमैः पृश्निमातरः येनावतुर्वशं यदुं येन कण्वं धनस्पृतं राये सुतस्य धीमहि इमा उवः सुदानवो घृतन्न विप्युषीरिषः वर्धान् काण्वस्य मन्मभिः क्व नूनं सुदानवो मदता वृक्तबर्हिषः ब्रह्मा को वः सपर्यति न हि स्मयद्धवः पुरा स्तोमेभिर्वृक्तबर्हिषः शर्दागमृतस्य जिन्वथा समुद्ये महतेरपः संक्षोणी समुसूर्यं संवज्रं पर्वशो ददुः विवृत्रं पर्वशो ययुर्विपर्वता अराजिनः चक्राणावृष्णिपौंस्यम् अनुत्रितस्य युध्यत शुष्ममावन्नुतक्रतुम् अन्विन्द्रं वृत्रतूर्ये विद्युद्धस्ता अभिद्यवः क्षिप्राः शीर्षन् हिरण्यैः शुभ्रा व्यञ्जत श्रिये उशना यत्परावत उक्ष्णो रन्ध्रमयातना द्यौर्न चक्रदद्भिया आनो मकस्य दावनेष्वैर्हिरण्यपाणिभिः देवास उपगन्तना यदेषां पृषतीरथे प्रष्टिर्वहति रोहितः यान्ति शुभ्रारिणन्नभः सुषोमे शर्यणावत्यार्जीके पस्त्यावती ययुर्निचक्रयानरः कदा गच्छातमरुत इत्था विप्रं हवमानं मार्डीकेभिर्नाधमानं कद्धनूनं कधप्रियो यदिन्द्रमः वजहातना को वः सखित्व ओहते सहोषुणो वज्रहस्तैः कण्वासो अग्निं मरुद्भिः स्तुषे हिरण्यवाशीभिः कोषु वृष्णः प्रयज्यूनानव्यसे सुविताय प्रवृत्त्यां चित्रवाजान् गिरयश्चिन्निजिहते पर्शाना सोमन्यमानाः पर्वताश्चिन्नियेमिरे आक्नयावानो नहन् वहन्त्यन्तरिक्षेण पततः धातारः स्तुवते वयः अग्निर्हि जानि पूर्व्यश्चन्द्रो न सूरो अर्चिषा ते भानुभिर्वितस्थिरे 37 sorry 8th one आनो विश्वाभिरूतिभिरश्विना गच्छतं युवम् दस्रा हिरण्यवर्तनी पिबतं सौम्यं मधो आनूनं यातमश्विना रथेन सूर्यत्वचा हुजीहिरण्यपेशसा कविगम्भीरचेतसा आयातं नहुषस्पर्यान्तरिक्षात् सुभृक्तिभिः पिबाथो अश्विना मधुकण्वानां सवने सुतम् आनो यातं दिवस्पर्यान्तरिक्षादध प्रिया पुत्रः कण्वस्य वामिह सुषाव सौम्यं मधु आनो यातमुपश्रुत्यश्विना सोमपीतये स्वाहा स्तोमस्य वर्धना प्रकवीधीतिभिर्नरा यच्छिद्धिवां पुरऋषयो जुहुरेव से नरा आयातमश्विनागतमुपेमां सुष्ठुतिं मम दिवश्चित् रोचनादध्यानो गन्तं सर्वदा स्वर्विदा धीभिर्वत्स प्रचेतसा स्तोमेभिर्हवनश्रुता किमन्ये पर्यासते स्मृत्स्तोमेभिरश्विरश्विना पुत्रः कण्वस्य वां ऋषिर्गीर्भिर्वत्सो अविवृधत आ वां विप्र इहावसेह्वत्स्तोमेभिरश्विना हरिप्रावृत्रहन्तमातानो भूतं मयो भुव आयद्वां योषणारतमतिष्ठद्वाजिनीवसो विश्वान्यश्विना युवं प्रधीतान्यगच्छतम् अतः सहस्रनिर्निजारतेनायातमश्विना वत्सो वां मधुमध्वचोषंसीत् काव्यः कविः पुरुमन्द्रापुरुवसु मनोतरारयीणां स्तोमं मे अश्विना विममभिवह्नि अनुशाताम् आ नो विश्वान्यश्विना दत्तं राधांस्यह्रया ऋतन्न ऋत्वियावतो मानोरीरदतं निदे यन्ना सत्या परावति यद्वास्तो अद्यम्बरे अतः सहस्रनिर्निजारथेनायातमश्विना यो वां नासत्या वृषिर्गीर्भिर्वत्सो अविवृधतो तस्मै सहस्रनिर्निजमिषं धत्तं घृतश्च्युतं प्रास्मा ऊर्जं घृतश्च्युतमश्विना यच्छतं युवं यो वां सुम्नाय तुष्टवत् वसूयाद्धानुनस्पति अनो आनोगन्तं ऋषादस्ते सेमं स्तोमं पुरुभुजा कृतन्नः सुश्रियो नरेमा दातमभिष्टये आ वां विश्वाभिरूतिभिः प्रियमेधा आहूषत न राजं तावद्वराणामश्विना यामहूतिशो आनो गन्धं मयो भुवाश्विना शम्भुवा युवं यो वां विपन्योधीतिभिर्गीर्भिर्वत्सो अचिवृधतो याभिः कण्वं मेधातिथिं याभिर्वशं दशव्रजम् याभिर्घोषर्यमावतं ताभिर्नोवतन्नरा याभिर्नरा त्रसदस्युमावतं कृत्स्वेदने ताभिश्वस्मा अश्विना प्रावतं वाजसातये प्रभां स्तोमाः सुवृक्तयो गिरो वर्धन्त्वश्विना पुरुत्रावृत्रहन्तमातानो भूतं पुरुस्पृहा त्रीणि पदान्यश्विनो राविः सान्तिगुहा परः कवेरुतस्य पद्मभिरर्वाग्जीवेभ्यस्परे ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Use this Vedic chanting class to also develop concentration. If you are not able to chant vocally because of energy or whatever, you can at least with the mind you can chant while seeing the book or whatever you have the soft copy. But I do it, it helps me in bringing the mind into the concentration of the class from wherever it was before. Very beautiful it is. And some words start becoming familiar. Some sentences start giving us the meaning. Then, if the Veda Matas, Shruti Matas, Krupa increases, then we will understand in this particular para or Anuvaka which aspect is discussed. Is the Prakriti discussed, or is it the sadhana told, or the Siddhavastu told, or the Yajnadi karmas are told, or the values or precautions? We start understanding. All of that is the divine Lord for the human beings to be safe through Purushartha, what to do, what not to do. All that guidance only are these Vedas. Friends, let us come to our second topic of the day of discussing the common sense thought. Today, common sense thought, few things we will see. First one is what? About the Prakriti is key. Let us not take Prakriti very lightly, carelessly. Very, very important thought. Prakriti is very, very powerful, very, very effective. It's like a two-edged weapon. The same Prakriti, if wrongly understood and misused, becomes the cause of our destruction. Same Prakriti, when rightly understood, loved, properly we tune to that Prakriti and rightly utilized, it becomes the cause of our moksha. And what's Prakriti? Other than the pure Paramatma, everything else is Prakriti. Therefore, with this entire Prakriti, we have to be careful, conscious. Not using Prakriti also will not help us. We need the Prakriti at this level. Wrongly using Prakriti also doesn't help us. Correctly using Prakriti, isn't it? Everything is Prakriti, like Bhojanam is a Prakriti. Vayu is a Prakriti. Jala is a Prakriti. है ना? So Anna Vayu Jala, not using, मर ही जाएंगे हम. We cannot be alive. But wrongly using also, the polluted water we take, infectious. Polluted air we take, lungs problem. Wrong food eaten, excessive food eaten, Prakriti it is. The whole system becomes disturbed. Three examples we gave. In this way, inside all the upadhis are Prakriti, outside all Panchamahabhutas are also Prakriti. All of them have to be, having maturely understood, should carefully utilized. You know, like another example for clarity, electricity. It's a Prakriti. Natural, from nature, somehow our people, human beings have recognized, discovered it. No, wrong, not using electricity nowadays, though, blackout, impossible to live. Same time, if it is wrongly connected through those short circuits, see the amount of the wealth that is destroyed very frequently, almost every day, somewhere or the other parts of the world. And when that electricity is loved respectfully by obeying all its rules, laws, the whole world is lit, illuminated. Millions of electrical equipments are serving the humanity because of the electricity correctly contacted. So to the water, it flows down. So using that, dams are made, then the water transports are done. How much by obeying the Jala Prakriti we are blessed, obeying on its rules, regulations. So to the Agni Tattva, it's a Prakriti, if wrongly contacted, how much chaos destructions done. Correctly utilized, we're all having food because of Agni only. So, what is through all examples conveyed is प्रकृति से छेड़खानी नहीं करना. With all humbleness, respect, knowing her to be the Jagannatha, with her permission for the required purposes, the Prakriti has to be contacted properly. नहीं तो लेने का देना पड़ेगा. Very important thought. है ना? At our level, the examples we talked about, the Bhojana Prakriti, the Jala Prakriti, then the Indriyas utilizing Prakriti is a Prakriti. In that only the three gunas are there. In the Indriyas and Antakarana are exposed continuously to the Tamasika, Rajasika aspects of Prakriti. We just fall down from our esteem Sattva and spiritual life. Even from human level, we will fall down to the Dushta Rakshasa or animalistic level. You understand? Because of that support given by us, knowingly or unknowingly, to the Rajo and Tamo Guna. And we are unknowingly every day supporting Tamo and Rajo Guna. Tamo Guna is the Dravya given importance. Rajo Guna is all Indriya Bhogas given importance. That's why our Antakarana also has become like that. Therefore, we are not available to the Gurus for them to teach to us the Tattva, to teach to us the final goal of human evolution. It's a big subject, but main thing is told. प्रकृति से संभल के रहना. Us to consciously, carefully, isn't it? That's why in our Sanatana Dharma, all that we utilize, which is Prakriti, considered as Devata, then it's worshipped. Then we pray to that Prakriti Mata to bless us. Annam is Prakriti, but we take it as Bhagavad Sarupa. Then we say Annapurne Sadapurne. So with this food, let me be energetic, healthy, that much quantity. Everything, the vastra you wear, the vehicle we use, all of that Prakriti. All of that is worshipped as divine. Then carefully contacted, respectfully. That's what is the training nowadays missing. So much so that even on the name of scientific investigations, etc., so much the Prakriti is humiliated, insulted. That's why the outer Prakriti also is showing her anger in the form of calamities. Our inner Prakriti is also not allowing us to walk towards the evolutionary path of spirituality, antarmukhata. So much chaos, confusions, fears, anxieties, tensions, excitements. इसके अलावा क्या हो रहा है हमारा जिंदगी में बताओ. All of that is Prakriti's prakopa on us because we have not respected it, valued it. तो प्रकृति को नजरअंदाज नहीं करना, अंडर एस्टिमेट भी नहीं करना, मिसयूज ओवर यूज भी नहीं करना, केयरलेस भी नहीं रहना. Daily taking that Prakriti as Jagannatha, pray to her, give us intellect proper, that we contact you properly, so that you bless us, O Mother Prakriti, not curse us. The whole struggle for human beings, spiritually, especially spiritually, is with the Prakriti only, continuously. Just like at home, whole struggle is you are not fighting with the Pakistan terrorist or army soldiers or the Chinese. You are fighting with your wife or husband, children only throughout life because we don't know the art of contacting. जिंदगी भर वही चल रहा है. Many people. Or one servant, one driver is enough to fight with every day. Or one brother, or one sister, और वन नाइबर enough, और वन बॉस, और वन स्टूपिड सबऑर्डिनेट. एक ही है हमको लड़ने के लिए. पूरा जिंदगी खत्म. Example we are telling how when the Prakriti is not contacted properly, how we suffer throughout life. The Prakriti is there in front of us to help us, but if we don't know how to contact, she herself becomes cause of our dukkha. Like for the wife, the husband. For the husband, the wife have come to help each other. Prakriti have. For husband, the wife, for the wife, husband. But if they know the art of contacting each other, lifelong they'll be enjoying. That is called Sita Rama. That's called Shiva Parvati. Yesterday you have seen in Uttarakhand में Shiva Parvati का संवाद. If not, then the rupture. They don't need any other enemy. to suffer, trouble each other. Bas. And a lot of things in that, I'll curtail it there. I'll stop it there. Bas, Prakriti. Sharira Prakriti. Mana Prakriti. Prana Prakriti. इंद्रियास प्रकृति बुद्धि प्रकृति संभाल के इन सबको समझते हुए सही यूज करने का बहुत बड़ा एजुकेशन एंड प्रैक्टिस एंड एक्सपीरियंस वी नीड. Think about it. Very big subject it is. That's why other than Vedanta, all bhakti, yoga, then karma yoga are prakriti sambandhi sadhanas, wherein the upadhis are being, which are prakriti only, trained, purified, maintained, etc. Integrated, empowered, strengthened. Unless they are done, mind you, the Purusha Sambandhi sadhana of Vedanta is a dream only. We can never, even little bit also, understand or walk towards. First thought, be respectful towards Prakriti, follow all the rules. Means if this food is harmful for the body, thereby will not allow me to do my duty or sadhana, respect it, don't take it. Just because it is tasty and it is freely available, so much we consume, ill-treated the Prakriti. Then the consequence is indigestion and all of that. See? And the same way, this food is good, this much minimum quantity. But I don't like it, I will not take it. Then also it is wrong content. Correct food, correct quantity is a respecting the outer Prakriti and our Sharira Prakriti. Imagine the coordination if happens between these two. How beautiful life would be. We have to have that subtle insight and then accordingly act. One. Second thought today, two or three we will see, is in this life, so many things continuously happen to us. Every day, hundreds of experiences are happening. Simple thought is if you want to be a spiritual seeker, help oneself. Make the sadhana easy. You know, what's required is just like Javka Tab, the Guru Kripa, the Ishvara Kripa, the Satsanga, the Vedanta Jnana. Javka Tab, as we forget that, so to learn the art of forgetting. अनुभव हो गया, anything to learn from it, learn, forget. Literally, I am telling, like we forget Vedanta, like we forget the Kripa of our Gurus, how much they struggle to help us, teach us and all, how easily we forget. Like the help done by our own family members, even Prakriti, कितना आराम से है ना भूल जाते हैं. So easily. In the same way, so many anubhavas keep on coming in life. हो गया, they have come out of prarabdha, they have come to teach us something. So learn that something which is there to be learned, then just forget it. Else, all those dead matter becomes a heavy load on our mind. With that load, our general life also cannot be sailed easily, smoothly, because heavy load है तो नहीं होता. Spiritual load, which is top, higher, ऊपर चढ़ना पड़ता है. You can't put few steps also. Spiritual journey, you cannot take up with those loads. है ना? If somebody has done wrong to us or harm to us, forgive them. One thing. Second, all the rest of the thing, just forget. We were insulted by someone, forget. We were respected also by someone, from both of them. Whatever is to be learned, learn, forget. And somewhere we successful. ठीक है, we worked hard, learn from it. But forget it. Somewhere we were failure. If you don't forget it, then that brings the regrets, the guilts, the fears, the what do you call them? Low confidences that यार last time मैं fail हो गया, शायद इस बार भी fail हो जाऊंगा. Every moment, look ahead. In this moment, what I can do for my better future. है ना? Everywhere, even as spiritual sadhaka. Like yesterday, you wanted to get up early morning and do your japa. You could not do. Or don't worry or cry about it. It's over. Today you try. Yesterday you wanted to do the japa. Could not do. रोना मत अब हो गया अब आज का प्लान करो. If possible, think why it was not achieved. Where did we go wrong? उसमें से वो जो सीखा है उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करो. अदर देन दैट द लोड्स ऑफ spiritual failures, loads of the worldly failures, worldly disappointments, worldly dejections. That is another ego which makes us carry those loads and spoils the present, doesn't allow us to be perfect in the present, ensuring again definite failure for future. Forget. Very, very important. हाँ, इतना भूल जाएंगे उतना गीता एंड उपनिषद के श्लोक याद रहेंगे. गुरु उपदेशास याद रहेंगे. उपनिषद ज्ञान, why it is not remembered? Because other things are remembered. They are remembered, therefore these are forgotten. They are forgotten, then these can be remembered. You know, sometimes in some of the discussions, arguments, no, I find myself to be knowing nothing. बहुत सारे फील्ड्स में. When somebody talks to me about medical field, कुछ पता ही नहीं था. अब पॉलिटिक्स ट्रिक्स पेड बाय द इंटरनेशनल इंट्रानेशनल लीडर्स, क्या क्या दिमाग लगा के क्या क्या सोचते हैं करते हैं, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आता. सो मेनी थिंग, आई एम तो ब्लाइंड. बट देन अगेन आई फील थैंक गॉड. If I get lost in those things, then I cannot do my 5 6 classes per day on 6 different texts. My mind will be occupied by it. Then I say, भगवान जो थोड़ा कुछ है वो भी निकाल दो, because not that's not my field at all. है ना? Why should I know about how the India, Pakistan, Chapache to beyond a limit about how the tricks they are playing? What will it help me? Or any of the internal politicians, or any other fields of business, cinema, sports. अब क्या क्या हो रहा है, मैं तो बुद्धू हूँ, ये चीज जानता ही नहीं. मैं आई डोंट नो, याद ही नहीं रहता, कुछ तैयारी हुए कुछ नहीं समझ. बट गुड, इट्स अ ग्रेस ऑफ लॉर्ड दैट ही मेक्स मी फॉरगेट ऑल ऑफ देम. याद ही नहीं रहता मुझे. सो मेनी एक्सपीरियंसेस ऑफ द लाइफ दे केम विथ to learn the art of forgetting. That's in other words is called as samatha. है ना? In our technical language, सुख दुख के समय कृत्वा means याद नहीं रखो, भूल जाओ उसको. लाभा लाभो जया जयो, till last moment what happened, drop. This present moment is sacred for utilizing it with our purushartha samarthya to do the best towards the chosen goal, of course. So if you don't forget, keep on remembering, life is miserable. All domestic violences, where the wife and husband beat each other only because they are not able to forget all the past experiences, even between the other relations, brother, sister. छोटी चीजें 10 साल पहले जो बात हुआ याद कर करके they create that enmity, that bitterness, that they don't even look at each other. They don't even talk, invite each other. How many millions are there? ऊपर से दिखते हैं अच्छे प्यारे प्यारे, सड़ा हुआ दिमाग अंदर. Because not able to forget. ठीक है? It's a big subject. Good to forgive, best to forget. Second point is this. Third one is what? A good one. This also helps. inside our heart, start doing the cleansing process of all impurities. Maintain that internal, intentional attitude's purity. Attitude is everybody is divine. Intention is outside I am there to serve the world. Intention is through that I become qualified for my inner adhyatmika journey. Other than these two, you know, the pure attitude and pure intention of this sort, everything else, every other thing is impurity only in the mind. See that the mind is maintained in its pure intentions, noble intentions, and attitudes everywhere. Like somebody comes to you, know the attitude towards that person. Pure it should. Or we go to somebody's house. Intention. Let there be pure intention. And the pure intention is we go to serve, that's it. Any other intention of getting something from them disturbs that subtler personality of yours and that person. Definitely the clash happens. That subtle clash expresses as a gross clash of some discussion, some argument, some bitterness. बहुत subtle है. Therefore, don't have any other alternative regarding the attitudes and intentions. Necessarily, they have to be pure. Bas. Antakarna pure. Like I am with you in this class. My intention is very pure. Together, study Upanishad. Beyond that, nothing. And the attitude is gratefulness to you, gratitudes to you, that you are there seated, noble people, in whose presence I am able to study and discuss. Other than that, anything I bring disturbs my mind, called impurity. In that, more of the things are the expectations from you, or the finding faults from you, or trying to improve you or educate you. All of them are impurities. We are nowhere here. We are here only for our own Atma Uddharana. Isn't it? We are here only for Uddared Atmanatma. About other तेषाम अहम समुद्धरता भगवान से मैं करता हूँ तुम चुप तुम अपना कल्याण कर. So whether it is with wife or husband or children, let that intention be very clear. We are here only to give, give, give. And our attitude is everything is divine. The other intention is inner journey is our intention. बाहर का कोई भी अचीवमेंट हमारा इंटेंशन है तो वी हैव मेड ए wrong step at the very first step level. Put a wrong step. After putting wrong step at the first level, आगे जितना भी right step करो, you are gone. Like in mathematics, first step wrong. उसके बाद कितने भी right करो, you will not get the answer. The first step is our attitudes, intentions. Utmost pure and noble to the core, bas no compromise. But the other people take me for granted, they trouble me, I should take revenge, then we are not spiritual seeker. We are a pakka samsar. Now go then, don't talk to me. I am not fit person to talk to you. I am useless. Go to some more useful people who will even teach you how to take revenges, fightings, how to humiliate others, how to defeat others. The many, many Gurukulas are there. Go. This Gurukula is not for that. Hmm. This is another very, very essential thing of maintaining our purity at our attitudes and intentional level. Third point. The fourth one is what? Very interesting one. In today's world, it is very, very relevant. That is, maintain the low profile. बस आए, अपना आध्यात्मिक साधना किया, खिसक गए. Never try to become famous in this world, in today's world, because the world, the Kali Yuga, the people are in so much of negative attitudes that they are not able to digest our growing. They send such a negative thoughts. नजर जो बोलते हो ना हिंदी में, बहुत बुरा होता है. Nazar means what? Somebody else's wrong thoughts and intentions towards us. And they will affect. Because the world gross, as we see, is not more real than the subtle world. Subtle world is more real than the gross. Subtle only expresses as gross. Isn't it? सूक्ष्म ही स्थूल के रूप में व्यक्त होता है भैया. सूक्ष्म is more real than the स्थूल. So somebody abusing me vocally is less harmful than that person having in his mind the thoughts of curse or my destruction. That's more powerful. In this world, people are more bent upon seeing that others fail and fall than their own growth, like Pakistan. वो खुद डेवलप नहीं करेगा, वो इंडिया को करने नहीं. So maintain lowest profile in your life. For that, even the things required also, जितना जरूरत है उतना ही कमा के रखो. If you have little more money, your own brothers will have nazar on you. That's the way the world is. Even to the extent, if you get a good tie or a very good dress, your wife herself will have jealousy. 99, 95%. 5% may say very good. But she says, मेरे को साड़ी दिया के बजाय और dress he got his own. She will have that thought. You can't help it. Because she is a wife to you, it is secondary. Primarily, she is a human being with her own nature or his own nature, as the case may be. याद रख लेना. You cannot trust any other individual, whatever relation it is. And it is so tough in today's world that become famous and save yourself. No. Except some people who have done Maha tapasya and various Devata Upasana Puja, which has become like a protecting shield around them. Even that also will be broken one day. Nothing permanent in this Kali Yuga. अब देखो, such a with Pakistan, whatever the war, we are doing very good. सारे अपोजिशन लोग चुप बैठे हो, बिकॉज द सेशंस आर नॉट देयर. और अगले इलेक्शन की बात है, इज्जत की बात. यू सी नाउ वंस द पार्लियामेंट सेशन स्टार्ट, सी हाउ मच रेस्टलेस दे आर to have a special session. We want to discuss regarding what's happening. It's not the pure intention that हम आपको help करेंगे. 100 places they now find the fault. It's the defense minister's fault, it's home minister's fault, it is everything they will say now. This should have been done like that, that should have been like that. You know, when Pakistan को aggressively हम attack करते हैं, तो why did you do? तो फिर अल्लाह बचाएंगे. But when we do the ceasefire and then say such an opportunity you had of totally, eliminating the enemies, how did you? No, they will find fault. इस दुनिया में ना फेमस होने में आज के दिन बहुत प्रॉब्लम होता है. इवन स्पिरिचुअली ऑल्सो, isn't it? Somebody has got some 100 disciples. The 50 disciple wala will have jealousy. है ना? साधना करते जाओ, सेवा करते जाओ, but don't try to become famous. Say low profile. बातें भी कम ही करना, इन्वॉल्वमेंट भी कम ही होना, और अपने साधन के बारे में अननेसेसरली नीड नॉट टेल एनीवन. जस्ट आए जो इस लाइफ में विथ वट एवर अपॉर्चुनिटीज कैपेसिटीज साधना किया, बस 9 2 11. पता ही नहीं चलना किसको कि हम आए थे, हम रहे और चले गए. That's the way we will get saved. Otherwise, the people, they are not pure hearted. No, you are saying that. Very few are there. Negative hearted are more. How why expose ourselves to them and get all? One of the way, this is not the only way, one of the way we are saying how to save ourselves, low profile. ज़्यादा अकल दिखाने का, अकड़ दिखाने का कोशिश करने से लोग हमको बिठाए होंगे. They won't grow, but they won't allow us also. Isn't it? Low profile. Even if you have capacities, need not. Especially because our goal is inner self, you and I. जब गोल ही अंदर का है, बाहर क्या अचीव करना? That helps spiritually also. It saves our time and energy. है ना? बड़े बड़े कार, बड़े बड़े बंगले, बड़े बड़े. The other day I was in some place. Own brother only jealous of this person having all that house and all. And there is a dispute and endless. See, with all the effort done, so much money is earned. Where is peace of mind? और बगल बगल में रहते हैं. He thinks about him, he thinks about him. 24 hours negative only. How much bitter, how much painful it is to know. Just imagine. Why all of that? Because I want to become rich. I want to have all the things. I want to show off. Ah, you want to go through all that nonsense and you are a zero spiritual person? It is allowed. हम तो आध्यात्मिक साधकों को एड्रेस कर रहे हैं ना, isn't it? Even if you have a good asana for meditation, people will have jealousy. If you have good room for your meditation, people have jealousy. इसलिए दिखाना भी है किसी को. Don't call anyone. दिखाओ मत. Except some very confidential people who appreciate or make use. Make right use. Isn't it? ये हो गया fourth point of maintaining very low profile. प्रकृति का हमने देखा. Be very careful. Forgiveness ka we have seen. Second point. Purity. Third we saw. Fourth was this low profile. Fifth point, which another day will explain exhaustively, but this can be this key. On the name of doing many sadhanas, is it that we are habitually becoming imperfect in every sadhana, insufficient in every sadhana, wrong in every sadhana? बहुत करना चाह रहे हैं तो एक भी ठीक नहीं कर रहे. ये हो जाता है. That's how also we are cheated by our own mind. है ना? On the name of doing many things, not even one thing is done properly. It's always correct that doing even few things better way is better than so many done but imperfect. Any example? है ना? Like 3 सब्जियां बनानी है, दाल भी बनानी है, इतनी बना. In that चक्कर of that, किसी में चीनी कम, किसी में नमक कम, किसी में मसाले कम. Instead of that, make one dal, one sabji, आराम से perfect. Example. Then you will enjoy it. And everywhere relations. Instead of having 100 friends and confused to maintain one or two or three bus. Outer examples I am giving for the inner sadhanas. So to have the sadhanas minimum which we can afford to do depending on our time and energy availability, but do them perfectly. Anna, isn't it? Like I want to do 100 malas Om Namah Shivaya every day. You cannot do 100. 5 are maximum. If you do 100, they will be imperfect. Got the point? If you want to do so many today, I want to do इतना पारायण करना है, विष्णु पारायण, ललिता पारायण, इतना करना ज्यादा से ज्यादा. कोई भी परफेक्ट नहीं हो. 2-4 परफेक्ट करो, that's better. So on the name of doing so many, are we missing the perfection? That's the question. Doing few things better way, perfect way is any day greater than doing many things imperfectly. 5 things today, very sacred, we discussed under common sense heading. Think about it. Om, 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Amsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyo. ओम यैरिमे गुरुवे पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ जगतीमवितुं कलिताकृतयो विचरन्ति महामहसच्चलतः महिमां श्रीवात्र विभासि गुरो भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मविद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सनातन विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयम् राम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनाम् अवाप्ति तत्र निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वत समूल निर्मूलनं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म आदि भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः। जस्ट चैंट 4, 5, 6। नीलः पतंगो हरितो लोहिताक्षः तडिद्गर्भः ऋतवः समुद्राः अनादिमत्वं विभुत्वेन वर्तसे यतो जातानि भुवनानि विश्वाः अजामेकां लोहितशुक्लकृष्णां बह्वी प्रजाः सृजमानां स्वरूपाः अजो हेको जुषमाणोऽनुशेते जहात्येनां भुक्तभोगामजोऽन्यः द्वासुवर्णा सयुजा सखाया समानं वृक्षं परिषस्व जाते तयोरन्यः पिप्पलं स्वादुवत्ति अनश्नन्नन्यो अभिचाकशीति। कंटिन्यू 7th also। समाने वृक्षे पुरुषो निमग्नः अनीशया शोचति मुह्यमानः दुष्टं यदा पश्यत्यन्यमीशम् अस्य महिमानमिति वीतशोकः। We have tried our best to understand these two mantras. In this second mantra, mainly the bandhana aspect of the jiva, samane vrukshe purusho nimagnaha anishaya shochati mukhyamanaha, complete bondage package. Justam yada pasyatyanyamesham asya mahimanamiti vitashokaha, complete liberation package. Bondage is shoka, liberation is vitashoka. Vitta shoka is bondage. In English, Vita shoka, Vigata shoka, freedom from shoka is the moksha. And then every pada, muhyati, then vrukshe nimagnaha, then anisha, then shochati, all that explained by Shankara Bhagavan. Here also the sadhana aspect, justam, यदा पश्यति अन्यम ईशम अस्य महिमानमिति वीतशोकः त्रियार्धे sadhana's fourth is the outcome. Vitashoka is the outcome, the result, which is expected for us or wanted by us. We want it. That fill up the blanks done by Adi Shankara are super. Fill up the blanks or answering the questions. You know? What do you mean by Jushtam? What do you mean by Pashyati? What do you mean by whom to Pashyati? Okay? How do you see that other Ishvara? Who is that other Ishvara? In that, how do you see that other Ishvara? See that sequence. Ki in the Preta Tiryang Manushya Yoni Bhatakteve, because of the Shuddha Dharma means Punyadi Karma done, no run unknowing way, the Guru comes in our life, Parama Karunika. Then he gives us Yoga Marga. In that first Yoga Marga, three Yoga Margas are there. First Yoga is how to maintain or manage or relate with the world. Second Yoga is how to master our own equipments, upadhis. Third yoga he teaches is the yoga of unison with the absolute truth. So in that the yoga marga, first, second, ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, sarvatyaga, shamadamad. That's the first and second. And the third one is sevitam, yada anyam isham. Now the anyam, who is that anyam? Paramatma. Pashyati how dhyayamana. And that anyam is the word itself is so powerful. Exactly other than what we are going through as jiva. Therefore, vruksha upadi lakshanat vilakshanam anyam. Asamsarinam. Ashanayadi asamsprishtam. Sarvatmanam. Sarvagatam. That is the anya atma. Pashyati means dhyayamana means he did dhyana and understood the importance of the reality. He went to the Guru with dhyana. With dhyana, he surrendered to the Guru and did all initial practices told by the Guru with dhyana and thus made the Guru pleased. Now the Guru teaches him the Tattvamasi Mahavakya. He is listening it with dhyana. Guru gives the homework. He does it with dhyana. Guru finally says, what? Truth I taught you. To understand it, do the contemplation. To experience it, do the nididhyasana. He listens these words of Guru with dhyana. And he does exactly with dhyana. That is the meaning of dhyayamanaha pashyati. In and through, from the first step to the last step, when we are in the meditative mood, then only we will be able to do them perfectly. Like you are coming to class is a dhyana. Seated in that asana is dhyana. Looking at the book and chanting mantras is dhyana. Looking at the speaker and listening to him is also dhyana. What is said, trying to understand also is dhyana. That is the meaning of dhyayamanaha pashyat. From the first step to the last step, who will succeed? Who is doing dhyana purvakena. That is the meaning of dhyayamanaha pashyati. Anyam isha. And if today, even after our 5 years of Upanishadic study, the other Paramatma Tattva other than Jivatma is not thoroughly understood by us, and we are not able to sit for meditation to apprehend him. Anna, it means what? Last 5 years we have done all the things, but not ध्यान पूर्वकेण. किया है लेकिन ध्यान से नहीं किया. फर्क है कि नहीं दोनों में? That is why that word used by Adi Shankar Bhagwan, not said in the mantra. In mantra, Justam Yada Pashyati. But he'll have to say how the Pashyati happens from the step first. Seeing the Guru also is Pashyati. Staying the ashram also is Pashyati. Doing whatever Guru says also is Pashyati. But how will he do that all? Dhyayamana. When he's in meditative poise. Another secret we have to understand. Then Anyamisha means the pure inner self, which is free from the Upadhi Tadatmya. Therefore, there are no Upadhi Dharmas of Ashana, Pipasa, etc. Therefore, it is not samsara. And also it is not touched by the Vruksha Upadhi. Vruksha Upadhi Lakshanat Vilakshana. Asamsari. Asanayadi Asamsprishta. Then the other words used are Sarvantara. Then Parama Atma. That he sees. Now, here, Dhyayamana Pashyati, ye sab samajh liya humne. What sort of Pashyati it is? That like I see a tree, I see a river? No. I am Aham Asmiti. That's called Pashyati. This self is me. That's what he specifically says. I am Aham Asmiti Atma Sarvasya Samaha Sarvabhutantarastha and Naitaraha Avidya Janita Upadhi Parichinaha Mayatma. Avidya, because of the avidya, the upadhis are projected, identifying with that, the never existing, pseudo existing, continuously suffering, जीव आत्मा में हूं ही नहीं. नहा अयम इतरः अविद्या जनित उपाधि परिच्छिन्न मायात्मा में नहीं हूं. मैं तो ये वाला आत्मा हूं. इति. This is the second one. Justam yada pashyati. Second one is anyam isham. Justam yada pashyati is process. Anyam isham is the fulfillment. Seeing that Paramatma as myself. Third one is what? Asya mahimanam iti. Whether the entire Jagat kaho or Jiva kaho, it is the Mahima of that Paramatma Tattva only. Without him, these two never exist. Knowing that is the third step. When these three are done, the outcome, the fourth one is Vita Shoko Bhavati. So, what is the meaning of the Jiva and Jagat is the Ish Paramatma, Mahima of this Paramatma is what is said in the subsequent shlokas. In short, it is that Parabrahma Paramatma only with his Maya Shakti happening now as an Ishvara is expressing as the Jiva and Jagat. That's the meaning of Mahimanamiti. In that understanding, therefore, every Vyavahara goes on as normal, but none of them are understood to be other than Brahman. Therefore, because everything is Brahman and that I am, there is no sense of otherness, therefore, there is no Shoka. Shoka nahi hai, to samsara nahi. Therefore, living in the world is not samsara. Living with ignorance is samsara. The ignorance is, I am different from the world. The reality is what? This I am, the Jiva, the world, the Jagat. Both are one Parabrahma Tattva only, and that is me. I am Aham Asmit. With that knowledge, when we live in this world, there is no samsara. So being in this world with the upadhi, doing the things, is not a problem because all Jivan Muktas are in the very same world, going through every gamut as we are going through. In the Jivan Muktas, there are Rajas, there are Grahasthas, there are Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishya. So being a Raja, being a Grahastha, being a Vaishya, Shudra are not the reasons for the bondage or for liberation. For the bondage, the cause is Atma Ajnana. For liberation, the cause is Atma Jnana. There are no two things, there is only one Atma, and that Atma is me, and that me only in the form of this world. That inner real me. But how come how many varieties, in so many ways, this is Maya Shakti. Examples are, every million examples give. Only one sound from the mouth, but manipulated by the tongue. How many words form that sound is expressing? Isi ko Maya. Without the nada from inside me, the padas will not come. But see the maya of the tongue, that by moving, it is bringing out so many different words and so many languages. 1,000 languages are there in the whole world. Mind you, common is one. In all of them, the nada is common. But the maya of each one's tongue, कोई Chinese सीखा तो Chinese आ रहा है आवाज, Japanese to Japanese है, Sanskrit Sanskrit. This is the maya. Everything like that. Like the hands and legs are same. Everybody have the hands, legs flexible, mobile. But how many dance forms are there in the world? Isn't it? Each dance is different. That's called maya. Mobility, flexibility is common, but expressing has so many dances. Even sports, all of them are mobility of hands, legs, even every actions also. विचित्र है कि नहीं? गले की बात देखो तो not only words or languages, even music, वेस्टर्न, ईस्टर्न, हिंदुस्तानी, अरे बाबा इसी को माया, isn't it? Another examples of one steel material can be made into million what do you call utensils. That all is Maya. Itne example. Whole world is example to tell us that the truth is one appears as many. विचित्रम. इस नॉलेज को हमें डीपली डाइजेस्ट करना है. कितना डीपली? उतना डीपली जहां जाकर ये acting as a medicine removes the disease of ignorance. And the disease of ignorance is deeply rooted in the heart. Therefore, this knowledge also should percolate into the heart, just like whichever the part of the body disease, the taken medicine should go there to cure it. So, in the deep core of the heart, in the form of strong convictions, the reality of the world, the sense of otherness of the world are prevailing, creating samsara for us. So, this Upanishadic Jnanam should go to that level. Then eliminate from the root all that ignorance created delusions. तब जाकर वीत शोको होती. That's the meaning of जुष्टम यदा पश्यति अन्यम ईशम, then asya mahimanamiti, then वीत शोका. So जुष्टम यदा पश्यति is full qualification. Anyam ईशम is seeing the Lord. Asya mahimanamiti is the test whether the Lord is seen or not. Vita Shoka is the final outcome. But the test for the knowledge is Asya Mahimanamit. Asya Mahimanam. Like my speech. Me, my speaking power is expressing as my speech. So my speech is my Mahima. Your speech is your Mahima. So the whole world is Paramatma's Mahima. In that being Mahima one, Paramatma is having the Mahima of this Jagat. The meaning is both the Nimitta, Upadana is Paramatma one. And at a higher level, everything happening is according to his own plan. When you know it, Vita Shoka, then you don't insist for anything. Non-insistence is freedom from misery. Accepting everything as it is the cause of joy. Simple. It will happen as we mature, grow. The sign of highest growth is simple things are clearly understood. Simple things made complicated is the highest level of arrogance and stupidity. Simple things made is easy means what whole world is Paramatma. Let me serve outside, that Paramatma is my own self. Let me discover him inside. Itna is simple. The highest wise person makes things simple. इतना ही है बस. जुष्टम यदा पश्यति अन्यमेषम अस्य मे मानमिति विदुषोका. बस, like doctor giving the prescription. He looks at tests and reports have come. He just calls us, writes on the paper the prescription. सुबह ये 2 गोली लो, दोपहर में ये 2 गोली लो, शाम को ये 2 गोली लो, रात को सोना मत, पाकिस्तान वाला आके चौथा गोली मार देगा. Yeah, he will just say, it is so casual to him. 1 week you will be fine. There's nothing to be excited by. You did something wrong or something happened to you wrong. Therefore, these ailments have come. The antidote or medication is this. ले लो एक हफ्ते में ठीक हो जाए, है ना? For the doctor, nothing is serious because he is matured. He does the serious most operation also sincerely. Patient is serious, not the doctor. Doctor is sincere. He does operation. Somebody died under the operation. He says, I tried my best. What to do? His body has not responded to medication. Aspirated, please take him. Thus, paise le lo, bej do. He can't take things seriously because he's wise, because he knows what happens, what is happening, what to do. Vedanti also becomes like that. Simple, non-complicated, nothing to be worried. All of that put in one word, Vita Shoka. He just laughs at the whole, like Ramana Maharshi. See the Gambhirata in his eyes of realizing the non-dual self. Therefore, everything else is Mithya Kalpana. There's nothing to be miserable about. Vita Shoka. मजा आता है. Right? Now, idanim tadvidam krutarthatam darshayati. Now, tadvidam krutarthatam darshayati. Tat means that Paramatma. The ones who know that Paramatma to be themselves, they have the krutarthata, the fulfillment in life. Artha means moksha. Chaturtha Purusha Artha. Kruta means achieved. Krutarthata means got liberated. So tadvidhanam krutarthata. Tadvidam. Tadvidam means tat means truth. Vida means knowers. Tadvidam means for the knowers of the truth. Krutarthata fulfillment. Darshayati is shown in the next mantras or one mantra. Just chant the mantra, literal meaning, explanation tomorrow. Om Rucho Akshare Parame Vyoman Yasmin Deva Adi Vishve Nisheduho Yastam Naveda Kim Rucha Karishyati Yaittad Viduste Ime Samasate. Again, Rucho Akshare Parame Vyoman Yasmin Deva Adi Vishve Nisheduho यस्तं न वेद किं रुचा करिष्यति य इत्तद्विदुस्तैर्मे समासते. Very cute. Huh? It's all mystical way of language of the rishis. Now, they talk in that code language only. You can't blame them. Why have not they made it simple? What they said was simple. Your mind is complicated, incapable now. Beautiful mantra. So, Rucho Akshare Parame Vyoman. Akshare Parame Vyoman Ruchaha. In that Akshara, Akasha Rupi Parabrahman only, all the Veda means all the knowledges. Yasmin Deva Adi Vishwe Nishedu. In that Brahman only, all the Devatas find their support. Yatam Naveda. If somebody has not realized that self, Kim Rucha Karishyati, then what is the use of all his coming to the classes every day? Having bought all the books, maintained almiras and libraries of all the Vedas, वो वेद उसको क्या करेगा, वो वेदों से क्या करेगा? सब only external, external, external. There is no use. And yahitat viduhu, and the ones who know the self, te ime samasate, all the Vedas find their root in him. Very sublime sloka, very beautiful, very typical Vedic way of saying. तुरंत तो पकड़ में नहीं आता, दो चार दिमाग लगाओ, दो चार बार थोड़ा रिवील होता है. The idea is what? You must read Vedas, Upanishads, 1,000 times. But have you read them or not? I'll not ask you question. The question is, have you realized that Brahman or not? If you have realized, then all the studies fulfilled. With one Veda mantra, Ishavasya Upanishad mantra, you realize the self that is more fruitful and sacred than you have by-hearted all Upanishads, but you are far away from reality. So yatam na veda kim rucha karishyati. Kim rucha means the Vedas, Vedokta Upanishadic Jnana, Vedokta Yajnayaga, Vedokta Karma Kanda, सब ये जानता है. जानकर उसे क्या करेगा वो, अगर उसने जो पाना ही नहीं पाया तो. Therefore, what you know is not important. Are you doing is or not is important. What you are doing is also not important. Have you reached the goal or not important? Therefore, to reach the goal, to do sadhana, you must know. Don't stop at knowing level. That's the meaning. We will see tomorrow. Beautiful mantra. पूरा दिन लगेगा अगर लगाए तो कल, या जल्दी करके we can go to the next beautiful slokas, mantras. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matre Namaha Tat Sat Brahma Arpanamastu. Give 20 minutes for Gita study. Come.